Shift now into the band protect. You see stock coming off the board. Man of War has been one of the more highly contested rifles in this one too. I'm looking forward to the breakdown where it gets soon with Revan, but we haven't had anything that crazy in band protect to this point, have we?
You know what's surprising to me is actually we haven't seen really. Have we seen any protects actually between these two teams in this matchup? I mean, every matchup so far today we've seen like 1 to 2 at least.
I don't think so.
Every game, but yeah, this time it's been all bans. They just want to make sure that they kind of put everyone back to square one, that they don't want any advantage coming in terms of comfort level.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything that might slip through. You still have all abilities. You're going to get those tacticals come through as well. Purifier coming off. Now that's a big one. You know, just for Bunker, we've seen it make it's been such a playmaker in a lot of these key hard points throughout the course of Friday.
I wonder what they're going to use now. I guess it's going to be the Tempest. Royalty went off with that Tempest in the first hard point. So Tempest Scythe for your 2 weapons, and then Heatwave Kinetic to round out your abilities. Theory's bringing out a Hive.
All right, the Hive's coming out. But yeah, the Scythe and the Tempest both kind of filling the same gap. I mean, the Purifier makes it a little bit easier in that bunker.
Here you really see the desperation from TK, right? Going to that Hive, that's something we don't see too often throughout some of these CWL matches. But when you talk about trying to lock down that bunker hardpoint, just toss those Hive mines out and you can't walk through.
All right, well, let's take a look at how this might change the map a little bit, Revan. How is this going to play out? We focused a lot on the bunker, but what about the rest of the map?
Right. For this breakdown, I really want to focus on how do you succeed as an assault rifle player on this map. So on this very first hardpoint, let me just highlight it for you. Right here in the middle of the map, you want your main assault rifle player, he wants to be half wall. Now he has 2 jobs to do right here. One, zone out these players that are going to be pushing right through the fire pit, but he also has to watch out from the flank over near your bunker. So you'll see him kind of rotate between the 2 positions. Then as time starts to wind down, he'll lead the rotation. He could either continue this route all the way through bunker and fight for spawns near Jeeps, or he could come back around, maybe fight through rocks, go around towards top mansion. But ideally for the next hard point, he wants to control this back area. So let me clear the map. Now as we move over towards this mansion side, we already know where he wants to be holding, kind of back here on the statue. This gives him a clear line of sight over near bunker, as well if anybody pushes there. And then he could also rotate back to help out his teammates over near top mansion. And, you know, just help out his teams, get them the better spawns. Going into the third hard point as we move over towards rocks, we could really see how having somebody lock down the anchor spot right here, even if you have your main assault rifle player near that area of the map, you could literally get your teammates spawns to be right next to that hardpoint. You can clearly see how close it is to the hardpoint, so you could just reinforce and help out your teammates almost instantaneously.
All right, well, just right before we jump in, let's go back. We saw it right? The Hive coming in. I mean, do you think that's going to make that big of a difference? It seems a little bit like a desperation move, but
I think without question it makes a difference. But my question is more, what hard points does it affect the most?
Well, yeah, that was, I guess, a better way to phrase my question. Where does it make a difference in terms of, I mean, where do you have to really watch out for most? Maybe rocks?
Bunker, I think.
Okay, that's a good
with rocks, you could really hide it in certain areas, but when you look at zoning players out of those doorways, is just what you want to do with bunker, because that Purifier gets banned out. You throw down those hive mines, they can't walk through that doorway. They need to check their corners if you put the hive in the corner. All
right, well, people on the side of KingPapey, you're going to have to be a lot more careful in terms of how you get rid of them. Be very careful with being efficient with your EMPs, with that heat wave. You gotta watch out. You got to keep your eyes peeled. They could secure a spot in Stage 2 of the Pro Division of the Call of Duty World League presented by PS4, or TK could take us to yet another Game 7. Let's find out as we load into Stronghold with Courage and Mr. X.
Hive is the big thing to point out. You know, we always joke about money B on the map, but there he's bringing out some bees of his own there.
Which they could be effective. Obviously, you can get rid of them with EMPs.
Definitely.
You know, you die after you shoot them on the ground. They don't exist after that. So there's a lot of uses you could use them for. Sure, we talk about using them at hills over by bunker, potentially, you know, maybe mansion, but it's so easy to fly in there and take out one of those players. If they take out Theory before they actually do anything, I don't know how big of a difference Hive will actually make on this map.
This is everything for Team Kaliber fans. Your hopes of even forcing a Game 7 to have a chance to go in the COD World League, you need to win this hard point right here. Last time it was all KingPapey in that first one. This time around it's Sharp at the 2-piece inside the hard point. That's a start you need to see out of this veteran player.
You see 3 kills, though, in the kill feed for KingPapey. You got Johnny getting off to a 4-0 start, Jack. Really nice out of him. You see examples going up in that top mansion. He's going to get taken out. Bose and the rest of TK need to just push their way down towards this hardpoint. They're giving no pressure on it.
And Matt, this is the same thing that plagued TK in the first hardpoint, was there was no objective presence outside of Neslo. Who do you really want to see step up on this squad to get more done in the hard point?
Oh, I mean, I think you need a full team effort. I think you really look at Sharp, the leader of this team. He's been with TK since they formed. He needs to be the one that comes over the big game.
Well, he's doing what he can right now in the objective. 8 seconds remaining on this hill. It's contested between both squads. Theory's going to back up momentarily. A combined 2 and 9 start from Theory and Neslo. Already Lightning and Hellstorm in the back pocket of Johnny. The exact start that all KingPapey fans wanted to have. As they're up by about 15 seconds and they go for this back garage spawn.
This is kind of reminiscent of that first hardpoint, the fringe one. It just seemed to like snowball out of control for TK. Now, right now, it's a very nice start for the guys on KingPapey. And you got Royalty at 5 and 4. He was the big player in that first hardpoint with Nelson. They haven't even got going yet. So if they can kind of replicate what they did in that first one, and you get some good performance out of the other 2 players like you are now, this could get nasty for Team Kaliber.
Most certainly the lead continuing to grow for KingPapey. Right now, Nesla doing what he can up top. Nice 2-piece there. They're going to go for one final pressure onto the hill. They finally have got number advantage in the objective for the moment. But as I say that, it's still more efficient trades right now from KingPapey. Theory last alive. He falls. The scrap time going to go to KingPapey as they're back up by about 50 seconds in this game 5.
Yeah, and you're going to
game 6.
Yeah, you're going to be going over towards half wall now, and see how or if Team Kaliber can lock this one down. I'm just going to actually cycle through some players on the TK side of things. And Theory is actually going to be the one playing for spawns all the way in the back. So
he didn't see the shadow.
He's going to have that hive as well. He's taken out, and you see Examples and Royalty both picking up kills. You see Streaks start to come in, and it's Johnny taking out Royalty with the Lightning. So TK gets a little bit fortunate right there, Jack. They lose control of the spawns, but they burn a streak on the side of KingPapey, and it doesn't really hurt TK at all.
No, and once again, a couple kills chained in their favor. Some nice jobs watching the rotations coming in. TK could definitely come back in this game right now, though. Kills still being traded more efficiently in the hardpoint. Finally, Neslo gets a 2-piece that swings it in TK's favor. 70-35, one final pressure down middle map. It's Sharp and Embos getting the first 2 kills off the entry of the opposing squad. Now Nelson's trying to make his presence known. He'll go for this back satellite spawn. TK, you need some monster kills on rotation. Embos unfortunately falls. It's going to be Theory last alive in this advantageous position. And he's going to fall. He's going to die too.
He's going to get shot in the back.
Jeez, that was
He's not going to be able to stay alive. And look how far the guys on Team Kaliber are spawning out. This is not good for them. You see players just getting the cutoffs here, especially specifically Johnny. Over by Bunker, you see Royalty picks up one with the Tempest. Sharp, though, with a big 2-piece, needs to pick up this last player on top satellite, which he does, but it's still KingPapey in control of this hardpoint.
This can't just be the Sharp show, man. You've got Theory at triple negative, struggling in the respawns at the moment. Still not enough pressure down on the map. Finally, 4 kills in favor of TK as we begin the rotation towards this bunker area of the map. Potentially where the Hive can come into play from Theory if he winds up earning it. Still, though, KingPapey in full positioning and control for this hard point. Yes, TK, they'll be within 20, but this can escalate very quickly if TK can't get a clean break on Bunker.
And if they don't break this Bunker, Jack, I don't want to say it's over, but it looks like it could snowball in favor of KingPapey. They got to get Johnny out of this back cube area. There's one player trying to challenge him to his right. He wins this gunfight. It'll be huge for KingPapey, which he does. He takes out Neslo, and Neslo trying to challenge him for the spawn. He has another player directly to his right. He's not able to stay alive. And you see, he's going to start to spawn out. So KingPapey knows that the pressure from Team Kaliber is going to happen coming from Mansion side. And you see, KingPapey is going to win all these gun engagements. 40 seconds left on this hill. Team Kaliber needs just flood in and try and make something happen.
Theory gets taken down by Embos. It's a team kill. Bose gets 2, though, to follow it up, and Neslo somehow lives with the help of Sharp. TK got the break they need. If they can get the scrap time, they'll be within just 10 seconds in this game. They know how much is on the line here. Another team kill from Embos, though. You can't be having that twice on this bunker hard point. Theory still alive in the objective. He's got the help behind him. He knows he just needs to stay alive, and he'll do just that. Beautiful stuff. He's earned the Hive. Yes, he's 8 and 16, but if he can turn it around now, all will be forgiven. TK, they're not going out quiet.
So we'll see how he elects to use that Hive.
Yeah,
right? Going into the second half of that game, it's going to be very interesting to see where he elects to place that. And then obviously he's going to have to play really passive once he shoots them down. So I don't think this first hardpoint is one you would use it on. I think you would save them for something like Bunker or Mansion. And you're going to see Examples picking up some kills there. Theory's taken out over by Fire Pit right away. Nelson's going to pick up one as well. An Example currently on a 4 streak, 25 and 11. doing a fantastic job. In theory, he's going to go over towards half wall. He's going to be able to pick up one. Darts down in the hill. He's able to pick up 2 more, so some big kills there out of theory.
Johnny with another nice Semtex. It's something he's done throughout this whole series. Royalty, the swift one burst down onto Embos. Last alive, and the objective again is Neslo. He does get taken down. TK, this is where the worries come in. All 4 players negative. They're not holding their own in the slaying department. Yes, it's still a winnable game, but they need to get the kills, Matt, on the map just more in general.
Yeah, and you see Royalty and Johnny in the kill feed. TK needs to control mansion. Jack, at one point during this hard point, I'd love to go to listening with Team Kaliber, see how they're communicating. And right now, you have KingPapey in control of mansion. They're putting in some nice shots up top. They win these gun engagements. They should be able to spawn out Team Kaliber.
Well, 171 to 116. At this moment, we're going to go to a listen-in with Team Kaliber as their stage 2 hopes lie in limbo.
Bottom of the driveway, couch stairs, there's got driveway, bottom driveway corner.
Royalty's camping kitchen up top, they got the spawns.
Hit flash shot, put in the heat.
Yo, hit one with an air, weak.
Dead.
Hill weak, hill weak, hill weak, hill weak, come on.
I got one.
Don't give up.
Contesting.
I'm going from up top, I'm coming top table.
Get in there.
He's up top table, Johnny.
Watch out behind the I got one, another one behind the bar, weak. Nice.
You're right, Nuzzle. Fuck, you got me. There's 2 of them.
Alright, rotate. We get 60 on this, we're good, dude. They're pushing left, dude.
Mid-map, example.
I got one left.
Mid,
Watch right. Oh, shit.
I'm hitting the bunker, stay alive, I'm hitting bunker.
Yeah, he's far left, got me, guys, far left. Oh, I got to
I got him.
They're gonna be all on you, though. Yo, get on hill, bro.
I mean, you heard the communication there. Embos, the player, saying, guys, don't give up, don't give up.
Yeah, when you have one player saying, don't give up, that's usually not a good sign.
Yeah.
That usually means you're pretty defeated, and you didn't really hear a lot of players kind of rooting each other on
Tempest
as they
is
were
out.
picking up kills. See Royalty getting 2-3 with the Tempest. He has put on a show with the Tempest, and we looked at the stats a few minutes ago, I feel like maybe a minute ago in this hard point, and he was not performing well. He said maybe if him and Nelson come alive, and he came alive in a big way. Royalty dominating the hard points here against Team Kaliber.
Oh my gosh, this man came back to life. He started off the series hot, then went quiet for a few games, but now he's back in action. Double positive from Examples, double positive from Royalty. Johnny's near positive 10. This is what has always plagued TK in the hard points. It's their slaying power, and TK fans are heartbroken at a potential loss here in Game 6. We could have another new team joining the COD World League, and it looks like it could happen in the next few moments. There needs to be one final good push from TK. They do get it at the moment. Neslo still on the hard point. They're not out of it yet, Matt.
They need a crazy comeback, Jack. I mean, 2 points for KingPapey to solidify their spot. You see the break come in.
KingPapey, they get it done. They take down TK and win the series 4-2. They somehow managed to almost knock over a monitor. And they get it done, though. Monster victory there. Team Kaliber will not make it back into stage 2.
Yeah, a very impressive performance by KingPapey. They should end up taking this series, and you got to feel for the guys on TK. Really tough loss.
That is going to do it for us up here, Matt. Heartbreaking loss for TK, but welcome to the COD World League, KingPapey.
There you have it. I mean, that hardpoint, it's kind of what you feared if you watched the first map. It was like, sure, okay, S&D, TK kind of brought it back, but what happens on hardpoint? Exactly pretty much what happened on map 1 on Fringe.
Well, I said, maybe you don't get a similar performance out of Royalty. Maybe he doesn't go as big.
He still goes off.
He probably will, and he sure did, Revan.
Yeah, I mean, he was lighting things up with the Tempest, literally. Jeez. I mean, the way he just snaps onto a player and just lightens them, evaporates them off the map is just insane.
Yeah, it's a really good play coming out from Royalty, and of course all of his teammates, once again, they all were above 20, 3 of them about 30, 2 of them pretty much near double positive. An amazing showing, and like the commentator said, welcome to the Call of Duty World League presented by PS4. They're in stage 2 now. They have a lot to prove, and they have a lot of weeks ahead of them to make sure that they send that message to all the fans around the world.
So what, we have 2 newcomers, 2 teams able to get back in. We've got some new blood, certainly some exciting stuff with that, KingPapey, and you've got Cloud9 able to get in here. Let's see what they can do in stage 2. But what's crazy is this is just the beginning of the weekend.
Yeah, we're just getting started. It almost feels like this was like the end of an event. It's like, all right, well, now we had the qualifiers done, et cetera, et cetera. No, these are relegation matches for this weekend, which leads into the playoffs, and then a champion. Like, we still don't know who the best team was in stage 1. We have no idea. But before we talk more about that, because that's the schedule for the rest of the weekend, we do have a quick interview on the stage as KingPapey, the new entrance into the Call of Duty World League. Courage, who have we got on stage?
I'm down here with Royalty after his monster victory there against Team Kaliber, a 6-game slugfest. Now, first off, congratulations. Obviously, people maybe underestimating you guys coming into this weekend. Revin, a big fan of your team. He thought you guys would take it. You do just that. What was the preparation like for your squad coming into this weekend on such high stakes getting into Stage 2?
Basically what we did was we looked over the maps that were sent out to us for the series, and we pretty much just went over all of them. We knew we were kind of weak at Uplink and in CTF, but when we lost those two, we didn't really worry. We're like, okay, that's our worst game modes. We'll just take the next two, and then just ended up working out for us.
Well, it showed just like that. In that first Hardpoint, you go absolutely huge. Monster game one. What was going through your head there? What was the communication like with the squad?
We pretty much just told each other, we just got to play off of hype, because that's what we did to get here to begin with. And I knew Fringe was probably our best Hardpoint map, so I was kind of hyped going into it, and I knew we were going to take the first map and then hopefully take Hunted, because that was our best S&E map too. So.
Well, you definitely showed it there. You win, obviously, the first two. Then you drop the uplink. You drop the CTF. Things didn't really go in your favor there, but you mentioned it was all kind of according to the plan. Now, a lot of people wondering, what to expect from your squad going into Stage 2. What do you have to say to the new fans out there that you've earned tonight with your monstrous performance?
I guess thanks for the support. I mean, I only started playing again 2.5 weeks ago, and I'm thankful for my teammates for picking me up. They pretty much, it's not just all me, they pretty much went off, and it kind of sucks for the situation Gunjar was in, because, having a substitute player, practicing all the strats and everything, and then losing it all, coming in this final game where you need to qualify, so it's just kind of bad luck.
Well, it's definitely been a roller coaster ride for both of your squads the last couple of days. Once again, congratulations on the big victory there. To finish out the night, we're going to send it back over to Chobra on the analyst desk.
Thank you very much, Courage. Once again, congratulations, Royalty, to you and your teammates. Just casually.
2.5 weeks?
Yeah, just started. Yeah.
What?
I would assume there's some conditions there in terms of
weeks?
preparing for tournaments and whatnot, but still. 2.5 weeks of prep, basically, regardless of what level we're talking.
There's nothing in my life that I can spend 2.5 weeks preparing for and put on a performance like that. That's incredible. A testament to how skilled he is.
2.5 weeks?
And that's crazy, but guess what? Whatever works for you, the talent's there in that man. They proved it. KingPapey comes in, joins the Call of Duty World League alongside Cloud9 as the newcomers, and then we, of course, had two teams kind of reserving their spots. Started off with DT. I mean, it looked a little rough. Let's take a look at the schedule to show you what the scores were. DT versus C9 Quest. What a way to start the weekend, Clint.
Well, I mean, the first two series were just nuts, but DT, historically, and by historically, I mean the past 3 months in Stage 1, could not win those closeout games, but when it mattered, when everything was on the line to get in Stage 2, they come up clutch.
Yeah, so we had them going down to the very last round of the very last game, finally winning 4-3 map score, and then followed by another Game 7, H2K, inching it out. Team Liquid almost had it. They had it almost 4-0.
They were looking so good. They go up 3-0 in the series, then proceed to drop 4 straight maps. A heartbreaking loss for Team Liquid, and boy, did I underestimate this H2K squad.
Yeah, they showed up to play, and they said, all right, we got to get our second chance in Stage 2. They were able to remain in the league. And then the second half of the day, we have Cloud9 defeating CLG to get one of those slots as a newcomer, and then KingPapey, we just witnessed, taking down TK. So 2 newcomers, 2 returns. It's a great story. Stage 2 is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you like to get some new blood. It was hard-fought battles for all these 8 teams trying to get in. I like it, though. It's kind of 50-50. Yeah, like you said, 2 teams holding on to their spots, 2 teams battling back in, and I like it, man. New players, and Royalty's a guy you think the league can build off a bit. You liked it. He was very professional in that interview. You saw he has all the talent in the world. Can't wait to see what heights he can bring this squad to.
Imagine what he could do when he has more than 2.5 weeks to play the game.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. But again, like you guys said, we just got started. It's just day 1 of this weekend. What's in store for the rest? Let's take a look, because the playoffs for Stage 1 for the Call of Duty World League North American Stage 1 Finals presented by PS4, it's here. The playoffs, we're going to have Optic going against TSM, and then Elevate going against Envious on the left side of the bracket. On the other side, FaZe versus Complexity, Rise versus Luminosity. And again, I mean, we talked about it during the pre-show, maybe except for Optic versus TSM, it's another a series of games where we're like, we wouldn't be surprised if any of these teams made it all the way to the end.
Yeah, I mean, there is potential for, well, I guess I don't even see some of these matchups as upsets to kick things off is what's crazy. There's 3 teams I think I have solidified in my mind that really have a chance to make a run and win this whole thing. But to come out of the first round, you're thinking of a list of seven names that you really think could come out of this.
Well,
yeah, I agree.
You know what time it is? It's time for everyone. Get some rest. Go have some fun. If if you want to stay up a little bit more, maybe you want to play some more Call of Duty, go ahead and do that because we're going to return tomorrow, same time, same place as we bring you the Call of Duty World League playoffs presented by PS4. It's time to find out who the true best team was for Stage 1 in North America. See you guys tomorrow.